Hello, welcome to Tarot to a T. Today we're going to do a December 2022 reading for the sign of Capricorn. If this is your first time in my channel, welcome. And if you're returning, welcome back. So what message does Capricorn need to hear for December 2022? Oh, wow. Interesting. I saw it. It flipped. But we will get to that in a second. Oh, too many cards. Too many cards. Don't be greedy. Gotta take it in small doses and then ask for clarification. That works best. There we go. Another flipper. Okay. Cards of advice. Cards of advice. Yeah, this is gonna be something. I can tell you. It's coming out pretty smoothly. And a lot of them are doubled up. First card that comes out is the Two of Hearts. This talks about harmony and balance and the desire for closeness, honestly. It can indicate a strong marriage or a strong relationship of that kind of nature. Or, like I said, the desire for it in some sense. The Jack of Hearts, you could be dealing with a younger water sign. That would be Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer. I also see this as the card of vulnerability because you have your heart open. So it could be the inexperience of, or the freshness or the newness of opening your heart. With these two cards together, I'm just gonna say it blankly. I think you're on the lookout for some kind of close relationship. If you're not involved with somebody, if you are involved with somebody, perhaps you're looking to deepen the relationship that already exists. But those two cards together, I mean, this is the card of like actively seeking that intimacy, you know what I mean? A lot of hearts. My God, Capricorn, your emotions here are just, they're on fire in many different ways. But you do have the card of indecision with this Three of Hearts. You could be dealing with two different people, perhaps, that are potentially, potential partners or people to date, or people that you are more deeply involved with. But nonetheless, it's about indecision. Now, it's not always involving people, but whatever it is, there's influences here that are causing indecision, if that makes sense. And it's affecting you emotionally, as highlighted with the hearts. And the Queen of Hearts, very interesting, does indicate, well, again, you could be dealing with a water sign, and we're not reading gender, so don't look at her as female, necessarily. But she's a motherly figure, someone with some power and authority, who quite possibly, it's a strange combination, honestly, with the indecision in this card. It's almost like, I mean, you could be like trying to decide about a water sign. Somebody that you view this way that could be very nurturing towards you. Yeah. Or you're feeling very, I don't know, like, this might sound a little strange, but I mean, it's like you're feeling a strong need to provide support to someone else, you know? The other interesting thing about the combination with this Jack of Hearts, it just came out right before it, because I did kind of give my interpretation of that. But when the Queen of Hearts and the Jack of Hearts comes out together, it represents someone you will be involved with in a relationship. It perhaps hasn't materialized yet. You probably know the person, so it's not like you haven't met them, but the relationship probably isn't off the ground. But interestingly, you do have that Three of Hearts, so maybe you're undecided. Yeah. I don't know, like you're still trying to decide about them for some reason, but it's a very strong relationship. The Four of Spades. Okay, so you're coming out of a period of some kind of stress. You're experiencing stress relief at the moment, especially around your home life. Indicates a lot of stability and security in your home life. In other words, you're planted somewhere. You're not having to like relocate or move. You don't have issues in the home that's disturbing your lifestyle. Six of Diamonds. You have a lot of options and opportunities potentially here for taking financial responsibility. Seemingly kind of unrelated to this very watery and emotional theme we kind of started off with here, but perhaps that's just something else going on in your life. And this guy really wanted to come out. I almost tried to put it back in and it flipped out again. It's another six. If you have been with me before, you know what the Six Clubs talks about: personal growth in some area. You're still, you know, I think Capricorn, was it the last reading I did for you or the one before? It was about choices. You had like so many choices, doors, paths you could be taking, and it still seems to be a highlight here. You have two sixes that have already come out, and we just started the reading. Personal growth, also growth financially in some way, where you're able to take responsibility. That's about paying off debts. It's like getting your finances in order. The personal growth can honestly be on any area, but it's about, you know, perhaps you've been stagnant for a while emotionally. There's a potential here for you to go through an experience, probably with this potential love interest, let's say, because for some reason I'm drawn to that theme here. I mean, it's kind of screaming and it's like shouting as like the overarching point to make in this reading. But perhaps you're ready to enter in a relationship that's going to mature you in some way. I hope I made that clear. And again, I think there's options and opportunities. It's not settled yet. And if there's somebody you have your eye on, that is not materialized yet. It's not quite a solid, you know, thing that you're involved in. What else can you tell me about Capricorn and what's going on in December 2022? You did just separate from somebody. This could be friendship. I'm leaning towards it not being friendship, but more romantic. Again, you have a six. What did I say? The choices are like unbelievably rich in your life, and they have been for the last couple of months. The Two of Spades does indicate a split with somebody. Sometimes it's friendships, but I think it's more romantic that we're dealing with here. The Six of Hearts talks about the road being open to pursue new relationships. And again, talks about options and opportunities. So, you know, if you're not settled on this person here, there might be something coming down the pipe. Just hasn't come up yet. But the Two of Spades, I do want to mention, is always a permanent split. It's not something that's going to come back. It's not going to regenerate. Nine of Diamonds forcefully wanted to come out of this deck. I don't know if you saw me struggling with it. You have completed something here that has brought you some kind of, again, you're able to take financial responsibility because you have resources available. It's the stimulus check card. It's the easiest way to kind of encapsulate what this card represents. You're able to make large purchases. You're able to, you know, repair things that have needed, you know, attention or upgrades, that kind of thing. What else can you tell me about Capricorn's situation in life right now in December 2022? Well, you have some kind of heartbreak. Again, we're in an emotional space here with this. This is about letdowns, people letting you down, people not coming through for you. Things starting off really well and then being short-lived. And there's some kind of disappointment and sense of loss with that. It's not on the scale of devastation necessarily. It's just some disappointment you're experiencing. But this card right here, on the other hand, that just popped out, is about some kind of major ending. Something you had to go through and process, and there's a period of healing and grieving associated with this card. It also talks about completing a major cycle. So whatever this was, it's ended, and you're on the heels of that. Is that the right phrase for that? It's like it's right behind you, and you're now just past that. That disappointment and heartbreak, yeah, since it came out right before that, it's the lingering effects of whatever this situation was that ended. Could have been a major relationship, definitely. Since we have relationship highlighted, right? Let's go ahead and look at your cards of advice. Queen of Clubs. Now, I'll tell you something. This is kind of funny. I said it in the last two readings I did for two other signs, and my last one was Libra, and I can't remember the one before that. She has come out in every single reading, and 9 times out of 10 it's in the cards of advice. I'm not sure what she represents. There's something very important about the Queen of Clubs in December 2022. She could represent a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. She's generous and supportive. If it represents a person that fits this description, with some minor power and authority, not quite everything, but there is some authority around her. I mean, it could be that you have this ongoing support. It could be that all of the zodiac signs right now have some kind of support that's hidden in the ether, as they say, that's just kind of elevating everyone. I'm kind of undecided, honestly, of what she represents, because she showed up so often. I'm kind of stumped by her, but she showed up for you again, and you have another Queen of Spades. This Queen of Spades is a little darker. It's about someone who's holding back information, their true feelings, and so you're a little suspicious of her. She's very reserved. It did come out with the 6. You have all the 6s on the table, by the way. What did I tell you? Yeah, because you have the 6 of Hearts, 6 of Clubs, 6 of Diamonds. Now you have the 6 of Spades. This is fated. This is destiny. You're on a path that's part of your destiny. You're walking the walk that you need to be walking. I mean, to me, it's always a good indication that you're headed in the right direction, right? Not sure what she has to do with the 6 of Spades. I'll just throw it out there. This Queen of Spades. I meant to say the Queen of Spades. Could be an air sign. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You could have this in your chart. Again, it's the Queen energy, though. Not looking at it being necessarily female, but just perhaps what's going on with you right now, you're holding it back. You're being reserved. You're not letting everyone know. Yeah, something along those lines. It's a little fuzzy, and I'm not clear on it because I'm not explaining it clearly because I'm not clear on it. But it's definitely, again, with the 6, you're being presented with a journey, several different options that you could be taking. Perhaps that's where you're stuck with it, so you're just kind of keeping quiet. There's a lot of different ways that, how do I say that? There's a lot of different turns your life could take at the moment. Because you've just had the choices, like, astoundingly plentiful for Capricorn in general, like I said, the last couple of months. Wow, you got the Tower card here. The 8 of Hearts talks about going out and being social and meeting people. The thing that first occurred to me when this popped up here, you're perhaps rebuilding a social network of sorts, like people you rely upon. The 8 of Hearts also talks about the potential to meet somebody special. Maybe you've already met them, maybe you're going to meet them. May not have happened yet. Again, there's this air around the 8 of Hearts as somebody that could become very significant, like a spouse, a partner for life, that kind of thing. But nonetheless, the Eight of Hearts does talk about you spending a lot of time with family and friends and just having this kind of variety in your social life. The Tower card is about rebuilding and starting kind of from scratch, except there is a foundation. Yeah, the message with that is very clear. You are rebuilding your social life in some manner. Take that how it fits your situation, and look at that. Outstanding. So the Ten of Diamonds is about some kind of cycle completing that has led to great abundance and prosperity, and that's where you're headed. That's powerful advice, actually, right there, except for that freaking Queen of Clubs, which I don't quite understand what she means, unless she's this person that's in everybody's life right now. Everybody has a Queen of Clubs in their life. I don't know. It's kind of odd to me. I just haven't had that happen before. The Seven of Clubs. So there's a feeling of something not going anywhere. You're feeling trapped, confined in some way. That's an inner experience with that card. Where is that coming from? Perhaps we're going to get some advice on how to resolve that, because we are looking at advice now for Capricorn. December 2022. Five of Clubs. Something needs to change. Yeah. This is the renovation card. This is about getting an overhaul in some manner, in some form. Not sure what this is pertaining to. Hasn't revealed itself yet. But changes are necessary or they're coming. Four of Hearts. Again, this is the card of being feeling supported and connected. Even though you have all this emotion out here initially, you are supported and connected. You're feeling very secure in your home life again. You're not feeling alone. You're not feeling lonely, like you have no resources. Huh. And why did that come out with you feeling trapped and there's a need for change? The Nine of Clubs. Again, a completion here. This is some kind of achievement. Perhaps this feeling stable and connected in your home life is an achievement of sorts. It's completed. It's like you, perhaps in the beginning, didn't know how it was going to end up, but right now it has kind of wrapped up here. You're feeling very content, safe. Things that you kind of planned on have come to completion. It's almost cryptic, honestly. That's kind of going to be a very specific message for somebody. Two of Diamonds. This usually talks about harmony and balance in a relationship and their finances in that relationship being particularly good and positive. Perhaps you have reached some kind of financial balance in your life, and that's your sense of achievement. In the past it wasn't there, and now it's definitely headed that way if it hasn't occurred to you already that you're in this good financial place. Like I said, that usually involves another person, though, so I'm not sure I guess if you are in a relationship, and going back to our first cards that were down here, you're desiring the closeness to increase with in this relationship, but things are very stable financially. So money's good, it's just the emotional aspects that need to be worked on. One more card of advice for Capricorn, please. Three of Clubs. Struggle. I was just looking back on the last few cards that came out here. So you're feeling trapped. There's a need for changes. You're feeling supported and connected in your home life, and you've achieved some kind of something that you worked on. And there's balance in your finances. Your finances are looking very good, but there's still struggle and fight. Perhaps the way you're making money, that's what I'm hearing. Like maybe the business you're in needs to change it. Maybe it's something that's contradicting your values. the source of money. I mean, if you're involved in something illegal, especially, it could be like a bittersweet thing, right? On the one hand, it's you're reaping the rewards from it. On the other hand, you have moral issues with it. I'm not sure what else that would pertain to. There's some kind. Okay, so if I'm going to summarize that, there's some kind of conflict in your form of stability and your material well-being, because there's definite contradictions laid out there, and whatever it is, you don't feel like it's going anywhere. You can't get out of it with the Seven of Clubs, but there's a definite need for change. So whatever's happening there, Capricorn, in your business, or like I said, how you're acquiring wealth, it needs to change, and it's causing a lot of inner conflict. That actually could be what you're holding back here with this Queen of Spades, the one that doesn't talk about things. And people think she's up to no good because she's not talking about it. People don't know how you really feel. But you're still rebuilding socially in relationships. You're still in this starting point. This is kind of the summary here. You're still in the summary point of rebuilding socially, relationship-wise. But it's ultimately going to lead to this. I mean, this prosperity could be not necessarily a large bank account. This could be just abundance in general. It could be in the have some connection to the social aspects and who you're going to meet. For example, maybe you're going to marry into money. I mean, anything is possible, right? That's not off the table. I think I'm going to leave it there, though. There's a lot going on here, and again, you have a wealth of choices going on in your life that could lead you on so many different paths, and I think that's part of your... I don't know. I didn't see any cards out here about indecisiveness. Oh, wait, no, I take that back. We had that Three of Hearts right here. Yeah. But it seems that had more to do with the relationship aspects of what you're really perhaps seeking in a relationship. Maybe you're not decided on that. What are you looking for in somebody? Okay, I'm going to leave it there. This is, I could sit here and overthink this for a long time, but that's not helpful. Okay, thank you for joining me. If you want to see when the next reading comes out, go ahead and hit subscribe notifications or save one of my videos so you can check me out at a later time, so you can find me again. Thank you for being here, and take care until I see you again, Capricorn.